gotta be you. It's Chaos, and we're playing some NBA 2K18 on the P3 in 2023. So let's get some. This is our 17th game of our season, our franchise, with the 76ers going up against the Jazz at home. Don't forget to smash that like button, leave a comment, share the video, and subscribe. Let's go. Here goes Jackson. Andrew Jackson, baby. You already snow, brother. Welcome in, fella. Last night's game was crazy. We went to overtime. Our first overtime game of the season. I'm looking for the black jersey. Where's the black shit at?
After all, tell them be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Tell them sit down. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble.
All right, let's do it.
I'm Ernie Jones.
They got Stockton, Malone in them.
2K Sports. Glad to have you with us. And coming right up, we'll see the Utah Jazz playing against the Philadelphia 76ers. And now we'll send you out to Kevin Harlan and the crew in Philadelphia.
And there's a shot earlier of the 76ers preparing for action. Well, what's better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K Sports team and the NBA? Welcome, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. And as always, we'll be watching Allen Iverson.
And I know he's a fan favorite because he can catch fire immediately at any point in the ball game and just start pouring it in from all over the place.
Here in Philadelphia, it's another home game for the 76ers. They've got to feel like, guys, they have an opportunity to rack up some wins over the next stretch of their schedule. You know,
Yo, Keandre 23KC, what's up, fellas?
And right now for
What's
the
up, baby?
76ers, they have performed above and beyond expectations thus far. As good as they've been, is it fair to wonder just how long they can keep this up?
Of course it is. I mean, I'll tell you this, they may have snuck up on some of their opponents here in the early season, but they're not sneaking up on anybody anymore. Teams will be ready for them.
And Stockton, here we go. Pass to Whiteside. Back to Stockton. Outside, Maravich. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Fucking P. Maravich.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Passes it to the Korkmaz. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Three-pointer. And the basket by Harris.
There you go, Toby.
Harris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board
Toby.
for three.
You know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to be in.
Right side, good.
There's got to be some defensive help there. I mean, the size difference is just too great.
And there's the pass to Korkmaz. Here's Harris. And the 76ers get it back.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to make
Come on, man.
pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
Launches it, and he
Yo,
gets it to
Toby.
go. Harris has got 6.
And they've got to talk to each other on D.
Toby
There's
the Tank.
miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Here's Maravich, and Utah again with the bucket.
Fucking
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Harris off the mark there with the three-point shot. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against Golden
Oh,
State.
rejected by Dr. J. Let's
The
go.
fans certainly got their money's worth in that game. Boy, was that a battle, and it turned out to be a real gritty win for them.
Yeah, they saved their best for last that day. Got it done in overtime.
Here's Hornacek. He's coming off a 10-point game against Orlando. Outside, Maravich.
Yeah, rejected.
Irving against Malone. Now Embiid inside. Harris outside.
Yes.
Good on the three ball. Harris has got 9 points.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Back to Whiteside. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
He's trying to throw a lob to
Here we are,
nobody.
November. Let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You take a look at the 76ers. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And checking out Miami, 3 games behind.
And I think for the 76ers, what a start to the season it's been for them. I mean, it has taken them no time to find that rhythm. They have looked fantastic from day one.
And Greg, we knew they had potential, but thought it would take a while. What's been surprising is how quickly they've made it happen.
Al Maravich, after the missed 3 from Allen Iverson. Just 5 on the clock. Fades back. Maravich, good. Maravich has got 8 points.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Right side, Maravich. So Utah ends up going with a new group. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Last time they met was in Utah, where they beat the Jazz.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from 3.
Shooting can always be a great equalizer. Shoot like that from outside really makes winning on the road a lot easier.
And the 76ers making a change here. They double team Conley.
Yeah.
It's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Well, now go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Quinn Snyder.
Toby
Doris?
Fuego.
Well, Kevin, he basically wants to put a ton of pressure on the ball when the other guys are bringing it up the court. He anticipates plenty of opportunities to create steals and turn them into easy points on the opposite end, freeing up their offense a bit, Kev.
Great stuff, Doris. Thanks. That's
There
a
you
mantra
go.
we're going to hear, I think, a lot from coaches. Defense first.
You know, we always do, but it really rings true with this group. When they get all 5 guys keyed in at the defensive end, I think they make things very difficult for the opponent.
Yeah, and I think every single possession is going to be a battle in this one. That's what I'm expecting anyway.
Here's Clarkson. And that one falls, coming off Sadley's feet. Clarkson's got his first basket. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Pass to Wiles. Again, the Jazz score.
I love the offensive execution on that possession.
So for the Jazz, their last game, a win against the Magic in Orlando.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day,
Get outta
they
here.
had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers.
1:19 left in the first quarter. Clarkson kicks to Beasley. He feeds it to Monroe. And
He
so it's
wasn't
gonna be a
even in the
3-second
paint.
Violation out there on the defense. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Jazz.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And so he hits the technical free throw. The 76ers making a switch here. 1:10 left in the first quarter. Clarkson with the ball. Clock at 6. Doubled by Iverson. Here's Conley. Good on the 13-footer. Conley's got his first bucket of the night.
And his attitude, Steve, just his general poise and presence is something else you notice about him. He's really a calming influence over that team.
They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
Pass to Wiles.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
The Jazz shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Josh McRoberts has checked in for Tony Snell. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Clarkson.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Conley dishes to Beasley. Back to Conley. There's the triple. That drops. Conley's got 5.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a three-point battle taking shape
Doesn't
here.
count.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Utah out in front, up 7. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports.
This Tuesday night, November 21st, the Chicago Bulls take on the Los Angeles Lakers. The East against the West. You don't want to miss it.
It's special delivery to Toby.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. Hey, guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Really, it's always a positive when you can get some impact off your bench.
Always nice to have firepower coming from the reserves. And they've had firepower and then some so far.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Utah, C.J. Miles is out there with Carter. Then it's Jeff Hornacek. Then there's Josh McRoberts. Irving, a screen on Hornacek. Here's Harris. A three-pointer off the mark.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Conley kicks to Olynyk. Kicks it out to Beasley.
What?
Hands the shot from the wing. Beasley's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Utah. Irving drives in. Iverson outside. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And that's now 9 points for Iverson.
Nice stroke from long range. And if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Jazz leading by 6. Olynyk sets a screen for Conley. They set the pick. The dish now to Hornacek. Again, the Jazz score.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Here's Embiid. And the shot.
And the foul.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the Jazz making a change here. Whiteside's checked in. Malone comes in for Justin Holiday. Maravich, he's checked in for C.J. Miles. And it's Stockton in for Vince Carter. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Backing down is Whiteside. And stolen by Iverson. Now the
there go Toby
on the break. Harris with the ball.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like
might have got away with a travel.
The hammer down.
We've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at the Lakers. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know. And, of course, Utah, 7 games back.
And I think for the Jazz, they haven't let down their fan base in terms of where they are early in the season. They've notched some huge wins and just kind of edged themselves up the standing.
Greg, I would not call them elite yet, but there's no doubt they can hang with any team in the league when they're on top of their game.
Stockton, Iverson covering. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked. Really strong and together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the 76ers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about how well they defended the rim? Not just blocking shots, but also altering them here in this first half.
Here's Hornacek.
What the fuck?
Hornacek's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
Korkmaz passes to Harris. Harris missing again.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Utah calls timeout. And here's Maravich. In the game against Orlando, very impressive.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Maravich left side. Here's the lob to the hoop. And the jam by Karl Malone.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
Iverson with the bucket.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Yeah, that's a backcourt.
That'll be a backcourt violation. Moment to see how the schedule is looking for Philadelphia. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Irving, a screen on Stockton. Iverson kicks to Irving. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson.
And you know, at the end of the day, Steve, you just have to respect his overall defensive acumen. I mean, it's not just one thing he does well at that end. He knows how to guard from A to Z.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Utah Jazz. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena
Utah.
in Indianapolis. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team. 1:51 left in the first half. Maravich dishes to Malone. Outside for Stockton. All sorts of time. And Utah again with the bucket. No shortage of drama here early on.
Well, neither team can grasp control of this thing. I mean, both teams trying to get a hold of it.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Korkmaz, no good.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
For the finish. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And how about that one-man fast break?
I love the power finish at the end of it, too.
And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Tony Allen.
No, he hasn't.
Here's Malone. 14 points from him the last game against the Magic in Orlando. Into Whiteside. Tries again. And he gets the bucket. Whiteside's got his second bucket of the night.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
What the fuck?
And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Poke loose. Irving with the steal.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Back to Stockton. Kicks it out to Hornacek. All alone. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. Stockton's got 3 assists in the game. 76ers trailing. Here's Iverson. He's got 15. Back to Embiid. He passes to Irving. Kicks it out to Iverson. Irving a screen on Stockton. Here's Korkmaz. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Jazz lead by
Second
1.
straight game going
And
into the
we'll
half
be back
losing
right after this.
by a possession. Pete Maravich. It's 0-0, but he has 4 points. Did you see that? That made no sense.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Some fantastic numbers here for Iverson. 15 points, really dominating this game, just taking it over.
And really, the fact that he's making it look so effortless while he's doing it.
Joel Embiid out there with Tony Allen. And there's Rodney Stuckey, and it's Ferguson in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Whiteside kicks to Maravich. Dishes to Stockton. Jeff Hornacek on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And Embiid with the block. It's 2-on-1. Ferguson, the pass to Embiid.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Maravich kicks to Whiteside. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. And here are some big men who, when they get it in tight, are as close to a sure thing as we've got. Here are the top field goal percentage leaders among NBA centers and power forwards. Number 1 is Joel Embiid.
He is an unyielding presence in the low post. I mean, he gets so many good looks because he works so hard to get that great position down low. And when he does, boy, he is impossible to move.
Well, his adaptability is a terrific attribute to have. I mean, he plays his game based on the look the defense gives him. And he's prepared to try anything and do anything in order to get the high percentage shot that he wants.
Passes it to Ferguson. Drills the three-pointer. And the 76ers lead by 4.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And the Jazz call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
The feed to Harris. The shot is off, and Utah the other way now. Jeff Hornacek on the wing for the tie. That ball. Nice feed that time from Pete Maravich. Maravich has got his 3rd assist on the night. From deep, Iverson. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Jazz trail by 3. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here.
And checking out some numbers here for Harris. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games. 3rd in field goal percentage. And his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And, you know, that's an impressive accomplishment. He just refuses to take bad shots. That's why he's one of the best in field goal percentage.
And Utah making a change here. Monroe's checked in.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
Iverson against Conley. Iverson kicks to Jones. Ball's knocked loose. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Now here is Conley. 5 points in the game. It's deflected. Here's Iverson, and it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. A different look for Utah. Hornacek comes in for Mike Miller. And it's Stockton in for Vince Carter. Jazz trail by 3. He kicks to Monroe. The turnaround jumper. Count it.
You know, you can give a defender a lot of trouble if you're consistent with that turnaround jumper. It's almost impossible to block.
Jones, the pass to Ferguson. And here comes the break. It's and dishes to Stockton. Feeds it to Monroe. For the lead. And again, it's Utah. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Utah?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
Here's the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been fantastic from three-point land in the last 10. The 76ers number 1. The Jazz second.
When you knock down three-pointers at a high rate, it's attributable to spacing, Kevin. Spreading the floor so defenses can't cover that shot and get there to challenge it.
Jones. He dishes it to Iverson. Jones. Irving kicks to Harris. And the three off target. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Irving passes to Jones. Back to Irving. Iverson. Here's Harris. They get it back. Jones kicks to Harris. Trains it from beyond the arc. Harris has got 16 points. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Philadelphia?
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
And guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
And he's stroking it well, but he just hasn't shown the aggressiveness that they need out of him. Probably in front by more if he was taking more shots.
And Stockton, here we go. And John Lure gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Jazz with some changes. Whiteside's checked in, and Karl Malone subbed in for Justin Holiday. Whiteside kicks to Maravich. Whiteside. That ball. Nice feed that time from Pete Maravich. Maravich has got 4 assists in the game. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now Iverson. 18 points for him. 6 to shoot. Irving a screen on Conley. Iverson. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Just 4 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Conley. Can't get it to go. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's the Jazz. They lead by a bucket. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway.
Next Sunday, November 26th, the Miami Heat go up against the Chicago Bulls. Be there.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. The 76ers trail. Taking a look at the Jazz. Malone is out there with Jeff Hornacek. And there's Clark. Then there's Maravich. And it's Whiteside in at the 5 down low.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Malone controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Jazz lead by 1.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside. And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the pace has only picked up the deeper we've gotten into this game, which is remarkable. It speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams, and it's also been a lot of fun to watch.
Now, here is Maravich. Defense is right there. Here's Hornacek. That ball. Nice feed that time from Pete Maravich. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Iverson kicks to Harris. The three-pointer no good.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Mirovic backing down. Conley knocks down the 3-ball. And it's a 5-point Jazz lead.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And he gets it to go. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. And the 76ers call time here.
You can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, over
Yo, you got a wide open fucking look, man.
He's not pleased with the careless turnovers offensively. He's saying, listen, we've got to get shots. It's as simple as that. We have to play smart and value the basketball. Kevin did it sink in.
Now, here's Tucker. Hornacek covering.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Count that one. And the Jazz lead by 9.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Jazz leading by 9. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tony Allen. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. Knocked loose. Stolen by Tucker. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And Embiid throws it down.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Executed to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
No doubt about it, unless you're the donkey. Because if you're the dunker, it's great. I don't necessarily appreciate somebody slamming one on the top of the head.
Well, you got to get out from under the hoop if you want to stay away, if you want to stay out of the poster.
Utah calls timeout. The 76ers making the switch here. Here's Hornacek. Kicks it to Mirovic. Shot clock at 6. Here's the teardrop. And that one's good. Mirovic has got 4 points now in the quarter. The 76ers trail by 7. Now the pass to Ferguson. Offensive rebound. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Terrific work by Embiid. 9 points and 2 rejections.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
And John Moore gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
And Stockton, here we go. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it fly.
What?
And he gets the bucket. And the Jazz lead by 8.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
Mark McGuire, welcome in, brother.
There's the steal.
Oh! Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them
That's
the
a big one,
momentum
fella.
boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell
Let's
you what,
fucking
when you
go.
got the skills
Fuck
like
this team.
that, I say go for it.
And the Jazz call time here. They're ahead by 3. 109 left in the game. Left here in the fourth quarter. Stockton outside. With the lead pass.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Here's Harris. Harris missing again. Jazz shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 70%.
Fuck, man.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Launches a 3, nails it, and now they trail by just 4.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
26 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And Stockton, here we go. 6 to shoot. Out to Maravich. Lets it go from deep. And that one's good.
Are you fucking kidding me, man?
It's time to turn the lights out.
They're out already. I mean, give them a ton of credit for the job they did here today. Really impressive.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're down by 7. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
You know what? You can talk all you want, but I just don't see a scenario that's going to get them back in.
Yeah, who knows what he's drawing up in there, maybe working on a play for down the road in another game, but whatever it is, it's too late for this one.
And so it's Utah with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother me. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Pete Maravich.
We're missing James Harden bad. Our second loss of the fucking season, man.
Freedom of jail, inserted. A baby's being born, same time a man is the beginning and end. As far as rap goes,
was only natural. I explain my plateau and also what defines my name. First it was nasty, but times have changed. Ask me now, I'm the artist, but hardcore, my signs for pain. I spent time in the game, kept my mind on fame. Saw fiend, saw my close friends. Am I saying that the pens carry to practice my aim on rooftops? Tape CD covers the trees, line up with your weak picture in street scriptures for lost souls in the crossroads to the corner for cars that cost dough, to the big dogs living large, taking it light, pushing big toys, getting nice, enjoying your life is what you make it. Few tried to take it, still tried in jail cells, heaven and rap legend presence is felt, and of course NAS are the letters that spell. Poetry's deep, I never felt. Not like half man, half amazing. No doubt. Not like life or death. Poetry's deep, I never felt.
Frustrating.
Half man, half amazing. No doubt. Not like earth, wind, and fire, rims and tires. Glass inside is the realest driver. Planets in orbit, line them up with the stars. Tarot cards, you can see the Pharaoh Nas. Iron Mike, Messiah type. Before the Christ, after the death, the last one left. Let my cash invest in stock. Came a long way from blasting. From blocks, went from Seiko to Rolex. Owning acres from the projects with no chips to large cake dough. Dimes giving CSA zeros. Bet my spit for the pesos, but what's it all worth? Can't take you with you under this earth. Rich men died and tried, but none of it worked. They just your grave. I'd rather be alive and paid before my numbers call. History's made. Some will fall, but I rise, thug or die. Making choices that determine my future under the